It's time for KCRV's coverage of the Steele Christmas Parade. Sponsors for our broadcast: Steele Family Restaurant, the Cooter R4 School District, CarMax Shell and Convenience Store, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield, United Auto Parts, your Napa jobber in Steele, the Pemiscot County Special School District, the Bank of Missouri in Steele, the Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department, and by BPS Telephone. And now to Steele for the 2025 Steele Christmas Parade.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live video stream of the Steele Christmas Parade. As we have our banner holders coming down the parade, as we see them first, we are set up right beside the judges' table here in Steele on Main Street, right here at the Bank of Missouri, here at the corner. One of our sponsors for the broadcast tonight. Paul Glass with you on the live video stream on our KCRV streaming platforms. And a banner right there in front of you. They stop and wait for the vehicles behind them. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that banner. Merry Christmas from the Steele Chamber of Commerce. That is Aria Blagg, Christopher Brown, and Madeline Hendren carrying that banner for the Steele Chamber of Commerce. They're the ones putting on this parade here in Steele. As you hear the sirens coming as well. We're waiting for those entrants to get here. Thank you to all of our sponsors making it possible to bring you live coverage of the Steele Christmas Parade. If you tuned in earlier this evening on our KTMO streaming platforms, you heard Perry Jones with the Zenith Christmas Parade. It's, of course, a busy time here in the Christmas season. All kinds of Christmas events going on. And happy to be here on Main Street on a cold Saturday night. But we're here so you don't have to be if you decide to stay home and watch it on the live stream. Do want to thank our sponsors, as you see them scrolling on the bottom of the screen there. The Bank of Missouri here in Steele. I want to thank them first, as they are letting us piggyback off their power this evening. Got to have that for a live stream, so we appreciate them letting us do that. The Steele Family Restaurant here in Steele. CarMax Shell and Convenience Store. Cooter R4 School District. Chief of Police here in Steele, Billy Joe Stanfield. United Auto Parts in Steele. Also the Pemiscot County Special School District. Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department. BPS Telephone, and Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri. And, of course, those sirens, that is Steele Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield. Blaring the sirens as he comes down Main Street here in Steele. Initially started with 41 entrants here in the Steele Parade. They scratched some of those. Some couldn't make it tonight. Appreciate them giving me an updated list just a few moments ago. And there's Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield. As the sirens blare in Steele. So he heads down the street. Off to our left, every once in a while, a train rolls through Steele as well. So we may hear some rumbling on our broadcast as well. Up next is our Grand Marshal for this Steele Christmas Parade. That is Josh Hopkins, being driven by Miss Beth Trim. More sirens coming from the Steele Fire Department. They're the first fire truck entrant in the Steele Christmas Parade here as they roll by as well. Of course, throwing out candy. Got to have candy when you're in a parade, right? And next up after the Steele Fire Truck is one of the float entrants here in the Steele Christmas Parade, and it's the Steele Fire Department. Their entrance in the parade. They are cruising on through. Cold night, they're trying to get all these kiddos to the end of this parade is what they're trying to do. And next up, we have one of the two bands, both of them from Steele. It's the South Pemiscot High School Marching Bulldogs. So I believe they're going to stop here maybe in front of the judges' table to play for the crowd. So if so, we will pause as well and turn to the mic and take a listen. And once again, that is the South Pemiscot High School Marching Bulldogs. One of the two bands in the parade here, Steele Christmas Parade. Another band was scheduled, but could not make it after all. So the Steele High School Marching Band passing through right now, and we'll hear from the Junior High Marching Band later on. Our next entrance is a vehicle entry in the parade, and it is River Oaks. That's what it says on the list here. 3 different divisions here in Steele. You have the float division, the ATV division, and the others, as they call it. That includes walkers and vehicles and a whole host of things. That was River Oaks passing by. Next up, slowly creeping its way toward us. Another vehicle entry. It is the committee to elect Ryan Dykus as prosecuting attorney in Pemiscot County. As he rolls by, good time to thank our sponsors again. That is Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, BPS Telephone, the Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department, Pemiscot County Special School District, United Auto Parts here in Steele, Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield here in Steele as well. Kudar for School District, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, Steele Family Restaurant, and the Bank of Missouri here in Steele. Police car going by with the Ryan Dykus sign on the side as well. Part of the same entry there. Next up, a float entry. It slowly makes its way into view here. This is the Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church float. I believe they said they have cookies and hot chocolate and all kinds of stuff at the church after the parade as well. Invited everybody to come out there. Throwing out candy as well. Next up, an ATV right behind the church float, and it looks like it is Tammy Lynn's Place Bar and Grill. It's their entry with the flashing lights on the ATV there. All the entrants in the parade this evening here in Steele, I believe, were required to be decorated for Christmas. So you see lights on some of these vehicles, see some bows, some wreaths, all kinds of different things they're putting on them there. Next up is a vehicle entry, South Pemiscot Elementary Principal Roland Johnson and Gwendolyn. That is a 1972 Chevrolet Malibu. A little hot rod action for you. Next up, another vehicle entry. This is Steve Jones in his 1969 Chevy C10. Another vehicle entry right behind the pickup truck. That is Logan Puckett with his Mustang. Pickup truck showing out. Another pickup truck. That's Braden Prater in his 1972 Chevy C10. Truck burning rubber here on Main Street. Another one burning rubber as well. Next up, Anthony Ireland rolling by in his 1969 Ford F100 as the Cooter Volunteer Fire Department is blaring us out here right in front of the judges' table. And that was the Cooter Volunteer Fire Department going by. Next up, vehicle entry with all the lights on it and the candy canes out on front and on the mirrors. That is Utley Trucking, Utley Incorporated here in Steele. Another vehicle entry. It's committee to re-elect Steve Horton, prosecuting attorney. They roll by as well. Next up, a float entry as it's making its way right to left on our live video stream. This is Napa Auto Parts here in Steele, United Auto Parts, with their float entry. Well, they got peanuts on the float there. Definitely be my wife's favorite. She is a Peanuts fan, especially for Snoopy. So you can see him on the side there. Little gap in our parade, so we'll thank our sponsors again. That is the Bank of Missouri here in Steele. Again, we want to thank them so much for letting us piggyback off their power here tonight as they're set up at the judges' table. The Steele Family Restaurant, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Cooter R4 School District, Steele Chief of Police, Billy Joe Stanfield, United Auto Parts here in Steele, as you saw their float just a second ago, Pembroke County Special School District, Pembroke County Sheriff's Department, BPS Telephone, and Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri. So our next float entry, or excuse me, vehicle entry, and a trailer goes by, J&H Diesel Repair. J&H with an ATV entry in it as well, following right behind the truck and trailer. Lots of flashing lights on that thing there. Another vehicle as well with some ground effects on it. So that's J&H Diesel Repair too. Multiple vehicles there for J&H. Next up, another fire truck entry into the parade here. This is the Crothersville Fire Department. Engine number 2 from Crothersville. This is South Pembroke Elementary SAC, sponsored by Ms. Jennifer Bennett. And the kid's trying to bribe the judges here, tossing some candy up on the table to them there. Can't blame him. Got to try everything you can here, right? And next up, we have Little Miss Jingle Bells and Miss Jingle Bells. Little Miss Jingle Bells is Miss Harlow Garcia, and Miss Jingle Bells is Miss Jackie Johnson. They're in the pickup truck riding by. Next up, a float entry. This is Little Miss Jingle Bells nominees. That is the Christmas Court, as it says on the side. See as it goes by. Nice job on those lights as well. So everybody lit up on that trailer. Another vehicle entry. It is Miss Snowflake Emsley Crawford. And kudos to her for sitting on top of the vehicle on this cold and windy night here in Steele on Main Street. Right behind her, another vehicle. This is Miss Merry Christmas Estelle Tran-Cohen. Miss Estelle Tran-Cohen. As again, braving the cold, sitting in the convertible there. And next up, another band entry. This is the South Pemiscot Junior High Marching Band. As they were marching, or playing as they were marching, not stopping in front of the judges' table, we caught a little bit of their song for you. A few more entries here in the parade as we are nearing the end of the Steele Christmas Parade. Small gap in the parade here, so we do want to thank you for tuning in to watch our live video stream tonight. If you are nestled up at home under a warm blanket, watching from the comfort of your home, and don't blame you. Not going to lie, it is very cold out here on Main Street. Wind blowing straight down the street here. But a big crowd here, even though it was cold and windy. So they're standing along both sides of the street watching. And, of course, we want to thank our sponsors once again. The Bank of Missouri here in Steele, Steele Family Restaurant, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Cooter R4 School District, Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield here in Steele, United Auto Parts in Steele, Pemiscot County Special School District, Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department, BPS Telephone, and Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri. And next up, another float entry in the parade as it's finally made its way down the street here. And this is South Pemiscot's JAG Group, sponsored by Jamie Carlisle. And it's not snowing here in Steele, so they decided to bring some snow to Steele. They're blowing some snow out the back of their float here. And unfortunate for the entry behind them as they're catching all that snow and a convertible, no doubt. It's a vehicle and it's a Bank of Missouri Camaro. And that is Tracy Abbott and bank employee Kylie DeWitt. Bank of Missouri, one of our sponsors, and again, we do appreciate them letting us use their power tonight as well. A couple more entries as the fake snow blows around here on Main Street. Another float entry in the parade. It is the South Pemiscot High School senior class of 2026. Some of the snow getting on our camera lens there, so I have to clean it off for you. There's the senior class of 2026. They roll by. They're all bundled up, and I don't blame them at all. And last but certainly not least, another float entry, and this is the Steele Chamber of Commerce float here in the parade. And, of course, when I said last but not least, that means it is Santa Claus. Santa Claus coming by. I have the reindeers and the sleigh. Rudolph leading the way out there. As the train rolls by as well, that'll hold up the parade for just a little bit. But again, Santa Claus rolling by, Steele Chamber of Commerce float. That is the final entrance here in the parade from Steele tonight. We do appreciate you tuning into our live video stream, and we want to thank those sponsors one more time, and then we'll thank them in the closing billboard as well. Well, that is Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, BPS Telephone, Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department, Pemiscot County Special School District, United Auto Parts in Steele, Steele Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield, Cooter R4 School District, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Steele Family Restaurant, and Bank of Missouri here in Steele, and thank them once again for letting us use their power for our broadcast tonight. So we will try to catch the winners for all the divisions and share that on our Facebook page later on once we find that. So be sure to check back later and see if we have those winners for you. Do again want to appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, Paul Glass for Pollock Broadcasting. Be safe, be blessed, be kind to one another, and of course, Merry Christmas from Pollock Broadcasting.
This has been KCRV's coverage of the Steele Christmas Parade. Sponsors for our broadcast: Steele Family Restaurant, the Cooter R4 School District, CarMax Shell and Convenience Store, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield, United Auto Parts, your Napa jobber in Steele, the Pemiscot County Special School District, the Bank of Missouri in Steele, the Pemiscot County Sheriff's Department, and by BPS Telephone. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.